Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Scuf Gaming Showdown. We are tied 1-1 going into overtime game number 3. I'm with Benson, Chris Puckett here in the New York City studios. Ben, you ready to get into the second side?
Yep, it's going to be close. That first game obviously being a tie. I'm looking again. It's going to be Theory and Scump who are going to be those two players, which are really going to be causing some issues.
I like it. Well, guys, we have a little tech issues here with my Xbox One. It will not let me unsnap. But we have Ron crimping things in the back. We're going to make it look awesome. Ron, you're a magic maker. I'm impressed. Anyway.
Are you breaking things, Puckett?
I should not be around technology. I'll tell you that.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
I'm yelling at my unplugged in Connect. I'm like, Xbox on Snap. All right. Anyway, we got Nadeshot on your screen. You can see the score 2-1 already in favor of FaZe, but Nadeshot makes it 2-2, tied game. And that last one, what was it, 9-9 at the very end?
It was either 9-9 or 8-8. It was one of the two, but it obviously ended a tie, hence the replay. But this is a lot quicker. We're seeing more caps than we probably did in that first side of the game of Blitz. And I think both teams have kind of recognized each other's playstyles a little bit and saying, hey, let's just be more aggressive. Let's just really push the other team and try and catch them off guard. Especially when you see plays like replays in that last half where he managed to get that knife. Sorry, he managed with no ammo to get the cap, and then he managed to pick up the knife as well. And oh my goodness gracious me, Classic just went on a mini rampage. That was craziness. I'm not sure if you caught that, but
I knew it.
Classic was killing everything.
Theory last man challenging. They sent 3 in. He will get the cap. So 3-3 game. 2:30 left to go. Scumpy already 2 caps. He's 5-4 so far in this game. So constantly in the action. There is another kill. Theory's just waiting for him to challenge, and I think Scumpy, at least he's buying his team some time, is going to get a kill. Challenging for a second one. Scumpy is amazing. Embo cleans up the double, and Scumpy gets the cap.
Is there anyone in a position to go for the relay? There is. It's Mr. Embos. He has 3 seconds, 2 seconds. There's the cap. Nicely played. And that's going to give now, OpTic a 2-point lead. And this is probably the biggest lead I think we've seen so far in Blitz Octane between these two.
Yeah, 2 points.
Try and build it? The question now is, how do OpTic build it? I mean, right now, Proofy obviously playing that base defensive role. And just look at the way FaZe are advancing on that minimap, just all flooding towards OpTic at this point.
You know, I don't know how you kind of expand beyond this other than just get clutch. And Scumpy, when I'm watching him, whenever he needs to win a one-on-one to break free on the map, he's doing it. 8-5. Looping behind 2 players, doesn't shoot Classic, heads up play, waits a second, gets the cap anyway. 9-5 with 4 captures already here in the first 3 minutes, 40 seconds.
Look at Nadeshot as well, Puckett. He's managing to sneak all the way around. He picks up this. This is going to be... Oh no! No! He just did the dirty, sneaky play from Nadeshot, and that's where sneak works. One of the best in the game at that. I would have said, kill him, go for the knife. Nadeshot's like, nah, don't even worry about this, guys. He isn't going to see me. This guy's practically blind.
Shoot.
He needs glasses, clearly.
And he gets the double. That's what I was worried about. I was like, will this come back and bite them? As there's 2 players that he could have shot at earlier, now pushing into his base. He cleans them both up himself, doing everything in that last play. Nice pass life there from Nadeshot. He now has 2 captures, 7-3. Definitely the biggest lead we've seen now. A 4-point advantage for OpTic.
Well, Proofy needs to pick up a lot of kills here. On defense, there's still going to be a FaZe play to his right-hand side. He didn't anticipate it. Is there anyone else on the defensive aspect? There's Embos. Meanwhile, I think that's actually going to be Scump pushing up that far left. He's been shut down as well. So the last 20 seconds, I don't think OpTic are going to be able to get a cap of their own. So this now is where, can you stop FaZe from getting a cap? That's going to be the big question. 7-3 lead, though, in this first side to OpTic Gaming. That is phenomenal considering that first side that we
got it. JCap and Theory working together. JCap's going to go through enough time for Theory, not enough. So he's going to go for the fight 7-4. So they keep it within 3 points. Switching sides. Did OpTic have the easier side or the more difficult side?
You know, looking at first 10 minutes though, you know, both sides were relatively even between the 2 teams. So that to me was just OpTic changing up their playstyle completely and catching FaZe by surprise. OpTic were far more aggressive than we saw in the first 10 minutes of game time on Blitz Octane, and FaZe just were not ready for that. And you look at that kill column as well. It's pretty even, I would say. Classic 15-9. 3 players on OpTic with those double digits, though. Proofy as well, he's not too far behind. I would probably say OpTic are just a fraction out slaying, but it's not enough really to constitute this much of a difference.
Full screen for a moment as I fixed my Xbox. Thank you, Ron. Now we're
Have
a
you
little
fixed
zoomed
it?
in. Ron is going to fix that again. My Xbox unsnapping ability fixed by Let's Go Home. Thank him on Twitter. But right now, side number
Go
two, 2-point game. And, FaZe, they have 2 down here for OpTic, 3 down for OpTic. Who's doing the damage?
Rufy just... Puckett, I have no words to explain the first kill he just got. That was robotic. That wasn't human.
Robotic.
He was jumping and got ahead. I don't understand how Proofy does it. I really don't. He's just a phenomenal player. And, you were right. You said, he can play that defensive role with the Remington, and that's exactly what he's doing. And he's doing it very, very well. However, that lead just down to 2 points, Puckett. And FaZe are a team who can easily come back into this.
I'm looking at the mini-map as well. You can see that yellow arrow Theory trying to play some defense. 2 players challenging on your screen right now, though. Watching Classic as he is trying to figure out how does he get by. It looks like that will be Proofy. The last man, Classic, perfect patience, will win the battle. Goes through as well. A 1-point game. FaZe. 2 straight caps. Going for a third one to tie it up.
Yeah, they also had 4 OpTic players down, and that's going to give Theory license to push all the way around the outside. If he picks up this gunfight, very, very close. Wasn't to be, though. Classic really stepping up in this second side, have to say. Now 18 kills to his name. Almost found 19. Can OpTic find their way out of their base? Because right now, they are not being allowed to get any map control whatsoever. FaZe really putting on the aggression, and they are coming back into this game, Puckett. We could potentially see another tie if it continues on like this.
I would love to see Game 3 Blitz.
Have you ever seen 2 ties back to back?
I've seen it on the tournament papers, but never in person. I've never cast a match that's done that.
Right, that would be crazy. I kind of want to see it. What happens if it's tied 2 times in a row? Do you play it again?
I hope we play it 7 times, because I could just watch Octane Blitz over and over and over again. Replays going for another kill. Theory going to get cut down before replays can clean it up, and you're going to see kind of map control here from FaZe. 1 player slipping through as well. Classic could tie this game up with 2:20 left.
Yeah, he has done as well. Made it look easy. Good read from him. Recognized that was the time to really push bottom broken. And again, OpTic not able to push out the map. And every time they do, 1 player from FaZe just seems to get behind them as we approach the last 2 minutes of game time. Now, are they going to be able to try and get a cap, try and put themselves back into the lead? Well, not when Classic's playing like this. He is just phenomenal at this point. 21 kills already. Got shut down just at the very last second, but there's going to be 1 more player, Puckett. Who is it? It's Theory.
Nope.
Theory's going to get it.
Oh, man. Proofy cannot stop it. And Theory goes through. So finally, FaZe takes the lead. This is 4 straight captures we should add, Ben.
Yep. They've just been on a rampage of caps. They really have. And it isn't just 1 player doing it. They're sharing the load. Classic 3, JCap 3, Theory 2. Obviously, that's being read from the capture column. They're all doing their fair share. Looking for someone from OpTic just to try and make a play. And it's going to be Embo's Puckett. He is the furthest far player. There's going to be 3 OpTic players here, but FaZe have actually got a cap as well. So this needs to be a cap. They need to trade this. If they don't, OpTic are going to go just a little bit too far behind. And who is going to be the one that jumps in? It wouldn't be Scumpy. I was going to say, don't let Scump run the first one. Want him there to get those kills off respawn. But unluckily, though, OpTic have no one on defense, and FaZe, all they're going to do, Puckett, is they're just going to overextend. They're going to recognize that in this situation, it's OpTic who need to track back. They can just push straight off spawn. And look at that. Pretty much all of FaZe now in the OpTic base. It hasn't worked out well for OpTic as we approach the last 50 seconds of game time. And OpTic are left in that sticky situation now where they're down. They need to overextend, but they also need to play base defense. And FaZe, honestly, they just played this last 60 seconds perfect.
They're trading back and forth. Final 30 seconds. Who's going to have the big defensive play? That is the question. Theory will get shut down by Scumpy in the base. So 12-11. OpTic Gaming trying to get control. You just saw in third person, though, another cap here from FaZe. Embo's trying to get his 12th cap in. I think FaZe has done this. They still have a player in the base. It's JCap. JCap, will he score?
JCap needs to die. If JCap dies here, OpTic are going to get the cap. But JCap's a man on a mission. It's a tight game. 5 seconds. JCap has a teammate. Oh, 14,
they went through. 14-13. FaZe has finally won game 3. Wow.
It was close, though. It was still close. But, again, FaZe played that last 60 seconds perfectly, Puckett. They recognized they had the lead, and as soon as 1 player from OpTic broke through, all 4 players push broken. They all overextended. It was high risk, but it was high reward. They kept that pressure on, and there was just nothing. Those one-on-one trades weren't doing OpTic any favors, and OpTic just weren't able to pick up those defensive kills.
27 and 17 for JCap, but Classic really started things off hot on that second side. Didn't finish with the prettiest numbers, but a big game. So overall, impressive stuff from Theory, as he had a total of 8 caps across the 2 games. Classic having a pretty strong second side, and JCap throwing up the kills. Who is your MVP for FaZe in that game 2?
I would have to
Game
say
3, part 2.
I would have to say Classic. Just for the phenomenal work he was doing. He wasn't just getting, caps and kills. He was getting clutch caps, clutch kills. He may not have had the most kills on the team, but the work he was doing was just fantastic to see.
I love it. Well, that was 45 caps after the game was replayed total. FaZe gonna take it by 1. So they are now in the lead in the best of 5, 2 games to 1. Game 4 domination coming up after this.